In this video, I'm breaking down 20 things that should definitely happen in Beyond the Spider-Verse. These are the moments that would push the story exactly where it needs to go, building on everything the franchise has set up so perfectly. If even a good portion of them make it in, it'll cement the film as the masterpiece we've all been expecting, and I truly believe it will deliver. Starting at number 1, Miles and Gwen finally getting together.
Missed you too.
This is perfect for both their stories after all the struggles they've faced. They've dealt with so many challenges, and the creators have built such real depth into their relationship. The way the plot is heading right now, it just lines up naturally for them to end up as a couple. Sure, there's a lot to work through after how Across the Spider-Verse left things, especially with the canon issues pulling them apart. Gwen wanted to be with him, but she couldn't because of all those canon events and her own inner conflicts. Miles even dropped that powerful line, "There's a first time for everything," which is going to play a huge role in the next film. It sets up this sense of possibility and hope. Their chemistry is off the charts, sparking in every scene they're in together. In my view, they'd make the strongest spider couple out there, bringing emotional payoff that people have been rooting for. Number 2, Miles being harsh with Gwen at first.
Worked last time, why not run it back, huh?
Hey, hold on.
You were right, Gwen. You should have never come to see me.
We all saw how badly she messed up. She broke his heart and shattered his trust completely. So it only makes sense that when they reunite, he's not going to act all relaxed and forgiving right away. Gwen's clearly starting her redemption arc now.
I'm going to find him. I don't know where exactly, but I know where to start.
She's out there searching for him alongside her team, fully committed to his side this time. Their first real talk after everything would hit hard if Miles comes off cold and guarded initially, while she pushes to explain herself and win him back. That tension would be earned, mirroring the hurt from before, and showing real growth as they rebuild what was broken. Number 3, a fun interaction between Hobie and Spider-Man Noir.
In my universe, it's 1933, and I'm a private eye. I like to drink egg creams, and I like to fight Nazis. A lot.
Y'all make a heck of a team.
I don't believe in teams.
Aren't you in a band?
I don't believe in consistency.
This matchup would stand out big time because they share some key personality traits. They both have that rebellious no-nonsense edge and move through the world in similar bold ways. At the same time, there's a sharp contrast that makes it exciting. Hobie switches up his style all the time with those bright ever-changing colors, rejecting any idea of sticking to one look or routine. Spider-Man Noir is the total opposite, pure black and white grounded in that gritty, unchanging noir vibe. Picture them bouncing off each other in a scene. It would be awesome and full of visual and verbal sparks. Since they're both part of Gwen's team, it fits perfectly for them to interact and share some screen time. Number 4, Miles putting to use what he learned from Peter B. Parker back in the first film. At the end of Across the Spider-Verse, Miles ends up tied to a punching bag in a different universe, face to face with his alternate self as the Prowler and his Uncle Aaron. Right before the credits, we catch that spark of electricity from him, a clear sign he's about to break free on his own. It would be such a cool moment if he delivers the line, "Don't watch the mouth, watch the hands," right before escaping. Peter B. Parker said those exact words to Miles in the first movie when Miles had him tied up the same way on a punching bag.
Here's lesson number 1, kid. Don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
That kind of callback would tie everything together perfectly, showing how Miles has grown and turned the tables using the same lesson. Number 5, Miles finally visiting Gwen's universe and meeting her father. Miles has never set foot in Gwen's world or crossed paths with her dad, but the creators seem to be paving the way for it. In Across the Spider-Verse, Gwen already met Miles's parents, so it only feels right for the story to balance that out with Miles doing the same. Just picture how wild it would be. Miles swinging into her universe, where everything shifts colors based on her emotions. Since she's clearly in love with him, the whole place would light up in vibrant, joyful hues as they swing side by side. It would look stunning on screen, capturing their connection visually. Then there's her father meeting him for the first time. The previous film hints he might already have a sense of who Miles is from that Polaroid picture, so he wouldn't be really surprised, but it could still lead to some awkward fun tension. We don't know for sure if he'd tease Gwen right in front of Miles to fluster her, like how Miles's parents did when he introduced Gwen to them, but that kind of family moment would fit so well and add heart to the story. Number 6, more of a theory, but the films drop plenty of hints that make it feel possible: Miles and Gwen's universes merging. Their cosmic connection stands out. That symbol appears 3 times in the background, looking like 2 circles or universes colliding, shaped like the infinity symbol, a sideways 8. First, it shows up twice in the first film at Vision's Academy. It pops up again in Across the Spider-Verse in that emotional goodbye scene, with Miles invisible and upside down in front of Gwen as she's leaving his universe. The exact same symbol shows up behind them. Some people see it as a nod to Earth 8, the universe where a married Miles and Gwen have kids, suggesting that our Miles and Gwen are them. Others read it as a straight-up sign of universes merging. Plus, Gwen can sense Miles across dimensions, and when they're together, the colors of their universes blend, which backs up the idea that their worlds could merge. It's not a baseless theory, the clues build a good case for it happening. Number 7, Miles's parents finally learning the truth that he's Spider-Man.
I'm sorry I was late.
All through the franchise so far, Miles has wrestled hard with keeping his identity hidden from them. He desperately wanted to open up and show them who he really is, but fear always held him back, the worry of how they'd react or what dangers it might bring. Up to now, he's never crossed that line. Having his parents discover he's Spider-Man would be incredible because it would let them truly grasp all the struggles he's facing, the risks he takes every day, and the weight he carries alone. They'd get to support him in a whole new way, understanding the hero behind the sun. This revelation is essential and long overdue for his arc. Number 8, Miles's parents discovering Gwen's true identity.
Wanda and I are friends from school.
Yeah, we were just catching up.
Right now, they only know her as Gwanda and have no clue she's actually Spider-Woman from another universe. Revealing who she really is would tie everything together nicely. It would hit even harder if Miles and Gwen end up dating by the film's close, making it natural for her to share her real name and background with them. We can practically count on this happening at some point. They'll learn the full story of the girl their son cares about so much, adding warmth and honesty to those family moments. Number 9, Miles and Miguel finally finding some understanding. These two come at everything from totally different angles. Miguel sticks firm to the idea that you have to let events unfold as they're meant to, no interfering, no matter what.
Inspector Singh's death was a canon event. You weren't supposed to be there, and you weren't supposed to save him. And now, Miles, because you changed the story, Pavitra's dimension is unraveling. If we're lucky, we can stop it. We haven't always been lucky.
He buys into the canon completely, convinced every spider person is fated to suffer, and trying to change it just leads to disaster. Miles sees it differently. He believes you can write your own story, break the mold, and handle both saving the people you love and keeping your universe intact.
So we're just supposed to let people die because some algorithm says that that's supposed to happen? You realize how messed up that sounds, right?
You have a choice between saving one person and saving an entire world, every world.
I can do both!
Miguel thinks it's an either-or choice. If someone close to you is doomed to die, you let it happen to avoid collapsing that whole reality into tragedy. That's why they clash so fiercely in the last film. Miles fights to save his dad without dooming everything, while Miguel tries to stop him at every turn. I'm not talking about them turning into best friends or anything drastic, but by the end, if they reach a point of mutual understanding, it would wrap their conflict beautifully and show real maturity. Number 10, Gwen confessing her feelings for Miles first. In all the Spider-Verse films so far, Miles has been the one putting in the effort, always trying to connect with her while fully respecting her space. He put her comfort above his own desires every time, never pushing despite wanting more. Take that clock tower scene. He reached for her hand, and when she mentioned how relationships between Gwen Stacy's and Spider-Man never end well, she didn't pull away, she left it right there. Miles could have gone for it, but he backed off out of respect, even jumping through a portal just to be near her. He chased the connection. After her betrayal though, Miles likely assumes she doesn't feel the same. That's why it makes perfect sense for Gwen to step up now and confess first. She's redeeming herself, and we know deep down she loves him, she just messed up big time. Her taking the lead would add so much depth to their reunion, flipping the dynamic and proving her commitment. Number 11. A flashback showing Gwen's early days in the Spider Society, how she first met Hobie and Paviter, what their initial interactions were like, and how things went for her before she visited Miles. It would add so much to see her reactions back then, especially knowing Miguel had banned her from seeing Miles because of his anomaly status. If the film includes this, placing it right at the start would work perfectly. Flashing back to those early moments before her visit to Miles sparked all the chaos we saw in Across the Spider-Verse. That context would help us understand exactly what Gwen had been dealing with in the society, building up to her sudden appearance in his room and making her choices even more layered. Number 12. Prowler Miles and our Miles teaming up.
I'm Miles Morales. But you can call me the Prowler.
This one is pretty much locked in, since the film will clearly spend a lot of time exploring their dynamic as alternate versions of the same person. It would be awesome to watch them join forces. Their personalities clash in fascinating ways, with Prowler Miles's darker edge bouncing off our Miles's optimism and heroism. Seeing them interact, share ideas, and tackle challenges together would create electric moments on screen. Given how central they are, some kind of team-up is bound to happen somewhere in the story. Number 13. A super dramatic moment where a key character comes incredibly close to dying. Imagine the tension. Someone vital to the story seems to die, or at least everyone believes they have, ramping up the stakes to heart-pounding levels. It would deliver a real emotional gut punch, making us feel the weight of the danger they're all in. Of course, that character wouldn't actually die. It's just a razor-close scare designed to heighten the drama and keep us on edge through the scene. Number 14. Gwen confronting Jessica Drew, or even straight up arguing with her. After everything that went down before Gwen got kicked out of the Spider Society, this is inevitable. Jessica had been her mentor, guiding her through it all, but when Gwen needed support the most, right as Miguel was about to kick her out, Jessica sided with him.
I told you she was a liability.
You're wrong. Jess, tell him he's wrong.
He's not.
Are you serious right now?
I told you. You let him get away, I can't help you.
She agreed Gwen was a liability, leaving her feeling totally betrayed by the one person she trusted like a mentor. Gwen's got every reason to hold a grudge, and since they'll cross paths again, expect some real friction. Their exchange could turn tense and revealing, especially since the films showed Jessica still cares about Gwen deep down. That soft spot makes you wonder if Jessica might break away from Miguel's team and switch to Gwen's side instead. Number 15. Prowler Miles visiting Earth 1610 and meeting our Miles's parents. It would create such intriguing drama if he showed up there to help our Miles save his father or stand by him through the chaos. In the process, he'd end up face to face with Jefferson. Picture the shock, Miles's parents reacting to two versions of their son at once, and Prowler Miles coming to terms with seeing an alternative version of his father alive when his own dad is gone in his universe. That meeting would layer in unexpected emotion and family echoes, making it a standout moment. Number 16. A clash between the Spider Society and Gwen's team. Miguel's leading his group to track down Miles and stop him from saving his dad, while Gwen's crew has fully switched to backing Miles.
Did you check your locations?
Yes, Dad.
No sign of him.
Lila, would you just send everyone out? Anywhere he might be.
With goals directly opposed, these two sides are bound to run into each other eventually. We don't know if it turns into a full fight or something more tense like a standoff, but their paths crossing feels unavoidable, ramping up the multiverse conflict. Number 17. Gwen's team splitting into separate groups to search for Miles. At the end of Across the Spider-Verse, they all leapt through the portal into the multiverse to find him, but they clearly don't have his exact spot pinned down. It would open up so many possibilities if they divided into smaller teams, each scouting different universes. That setup would spark fresh interactions among them, let them explore wild new worlds, and build suspense as they close in. If they knew precisely where he was, no need, but since they probably don't, splitting up makes total practical sense. Number 18. A quiet intimate moment between just Miles and Gwen. The film will zero in on their fractured relationship, with Miles distrustful and keeping his distance after the betrayal. To mend things, they absolutely need a private pause, like the clock tower scene, but loaded with way more raw tension this time. Stuck in some unfamiliar universe or a secluded spot with no one else around, the two of them alone could finally unpack the hurt, listen, and start rebuilding. It's essential for pushing their story forward with real vulnerability. Number 19, a theory, but one that fits so well, Miles and Gwen's families sharing a dinner together by the end. We can't predict exactly how Beyond the Spider-Verse wraps, but envisioning Miles's parents meeting Gwen's father over a meal would feel like the perfect cozy capstone. It echoes classic Spider-Man tale endings with that family warmth, yet this time Miles might actually get to savor it without tragedy striking. Just imagining the laughter, awkward chats, and relief after all the chaos would close the film on a deeply heartwarming note. And number 20, to top it off, the final fight with the Spot has to be brutally tough.
I'm gonna take everything from you, like I took everything from you. What? See you back home, Spider-Man.
It can't be a quick win. The Spot needs to feel like a near-impossible threat, pushing Miles to his absolute limits with real suffering and setbacks along the way. That struggle would crank up the drama, leaving us gripped by the question of how he'll pull it off now that the Spot's evolved into such a massive danger.